So I thought, this is gonna be easy. And really, it's not. Hey everyone, it has certainly been a while. I needed to take a break for some personal and professional things, but I am back. And this is just a video to kind of talk through my experience so far starting a YouTube page, particularly in Atlanta. So first and foremost, I have hit 50 subscribers, so I appreciate every single one of you guys. While this channel is super small, if you have any specific requests, whether they're in the Atlanta area, or let's say you wanted me to try certain packaged products like the Ichiran ramen, for example, I am happy to hear that and do a video for you guys. So now moving on to my thoughts on starting a food YouTube channel in 2025. First of all, it's not easy. I had initially done some research as far as search engine optimization, kind of seeing what videos get posted in your local area. And what I saw in Atlanta felt like it should be easy, because if you search Atlanta food, you see maybe 10 videos and they're all from big guys. Second, they're not local. They might be more of a traveler's vlog that kind of says doing Atlanta in one day, or they might be a food vlog that consistently travels and just happens to hit Atlanta. So I thought, this is gonna be easy. And really, it's not. Maybe there's not a lot of Atlanta people looking for Atlanta content. The other part of it is that I think the search engine for YouTube kind of functions weirdly, because I started finding more local YouTube food channels once I started posting my own. Like obviously there's Georgia Foodies, but I started to see some of the smaller channels only when I started posting, despite having searched multiple Atlanta combinations of keywords. I don't know what's going on there, but maybe that's why it's so difficult. Second, as I've started to see just what kind of Atlanta content is being posted, I actually feel like that there's this caricaturification of Atlanta, right? Where if you're not from Atlanta, and even more so not from the South, you kind of think Atlanta, MLK, Black Mecca, and then you kind of think more modern, you see rap and hip hop and culture. And so when I look at Atlanta content, there's this caricaturification of it, where if you look at some of the big guys that have come through, it's always like Atlanta, trying Atlanta hood spots only, or trying 5 restaurants that are owned by rappers in Atlanta. And there's this like caricaturification of it, where if you're not saying that Atlanta is hood, or like has the poorest reviews, like trying restaurants with the poorest reviews in Atlanta, then you don't get a lot of clicks, because maybe people have a certain perception of Atlanta. So that's definitely been something that's weird, and I don't know that I necessarily want to touch that, because there's still so much variety and diversity in food in Atlanta that I don't think we need to stick to this like hip hop and culture equals Atlanta, and that's the only kind of food, you know, like that they can serve. So that's another kind of different thing that I've noticed with the Atlanta food scene. And then third, this is no denying it, you absolutely have to have short form content, whether that's on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, because that's where a lot of the attention is moving through. Personally, it's very difficult for me to make that type of content because I love YouTube long form. because I love YouTube long form as far as me consuming it, and I would like to continue making YouTube long form for everyone else. So it's hard for me to just do a lot of reels and shorts out of the content that I make. I'm gonna try just for reach, but it's really not in my bag, not in my wheelhouse, and I'm almost sort of against it. So that's another thing that I realized is you have to have YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, if you want attention and traffic. I think my last point here, I said that it's not easy before as far as actually making it, but it's also not easy on the personal life. When you're doing all of this food content, you are obviously eating, and eating a lot if you're doing the trip by yourself. And so for me, I had gained, let's call it 8 to 10 pounds doing this type of content. So I knew that I had to slow down myself, and I had to kind of rearrange my meals in order to keep making content moving forward. So definitely difficult mentally, but also difficult physically, just from the sheer amount of eating that you do, and the opportunity cost that you're not going for a walk or not exercising. Instead, you're getting set up for a video. So I think that's the last thing that I had learned doing YouTube over the past couple months. So with that, thanks for watching. I appreciate all my 50+ subscribers, and I'll see you around.